Well, it's match day here in Munich, a massive night of Champions League football ahead as Liverpool look to book their passage to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. And as you can see, it's quite a pleasant spring day here. I know there's been some travel disruption for Liverpool fans making the trip over here to Germany, but the good news is that the snow that hit this city earlier on in the week has well and truly cleared. It's quite a pleasant 9-10 degrees here at the moment. It's scheduled to get a fair bit chillier later on, but decent conditions, and certainly Jurgen Klopp was on good form when we spoke to him at the Allianz Arena last night. It's going to be interesting to see what he goes with team-wise tonight. I think Klopp, I think he expects Bayern to come out and play more than they did at Anfield. They were pretty negative in that first leg. Klopp described that 0-0 result as something Bayern viewed as the perfect result. He said that was what they were set up to achieve that night. Certainly on home turf you'd expect them to show more ambition, and that should suit Liverpool in terms of playing on the counter-attack. I think obviously Virgil van Dijk will come in from the first leg. Massive boost to have him back. Alisson Becker at the press conference spoke about what an absolute pleasure it is to have someone with such a commanding presence as Van Dijk operating ahead of him in this Liverpool team. So I'm expecting Van Dijk to play alongside Joel Matip. Klopp did say that Lovren is available for selection, but I'm not sure you'd be rushing Lovren back into a game of this magnitude when he hasn't kicked a ball in anger since early January. So Trent Alexander-Arnold has been a slight fitness doubt for this game. He had an issue with his back, and then he came off in the closing stages of that game against Burnley on the weekend. But Liverpool seemed pretty optimistic that he would be fit. He has made the trip over here to Bavaria, so hopefully we'll see Alexander-Arnold in that back four, along with obviously Andy Robertson as well. I think the front three pick themselves, and the big decision for Klopp tonight is with that midfield. It seems like it's a weekly debate, really, trying to fathom what's his best combination for the test that Liverpool are facing. I think I'd be very surprised if Fabinho and Jordan Henderson didn't start, and then I think it's that third spot is probably a toss-up between Gini Wijnaldum and James Milner. Milner has been carrying a problem, wasn't available for selection against Burnley due to a minor hamstring issue, but has been back in training. So I think that's probably the decision for Klopp. Of course, Adam Lallana, you'd probably have to factor into that thinking as well after his fine performance against Burnley on Sunday, but I'm just not sure that Klopp would be quite as bold to go with Lallana as one of the midfield three away to Bayern Munich tonight. I think he'd probably view Lallana as a great option to bring off the bench. So an absolutely intriguing night of Champions League football ahead. Ian Doyle and myself over here for the Echo, and we'll have all the updates, all the analysis and all the reaction as Liverpool look to book their passage to the last 8 of the Champions League.